Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on oil on the hourly time frame. So we did break this lower high pattern on oil. We had resistance at 54.48 and we did get all the way up to 54.59. So we broke the hourly lower high pattern, but we did see some weakness the second half of trading today, and we're right back to that good old $54 level, back testing that level as support. The bulls really want to hold 53.92, but as long as they hold 53.73, the longer term hourly uptrend is intact. We did lose this uptrend support line, but the higher low pattern is still present. So on the daily time frame, it's just one big indecision here. Green, red, green, red, green. Upper wicks back and forth, above 54, below, above, below, above. And we are seeing an all-out battle for this level between the bulls and the bears. The goal for the bulls is to close the weekly candlestick in 4 days above the $54 level for the first time in over a year and a half. That would be significant, and I am keeping a close eye on oil because I do believe if oil breaks 55 and 55.21 resistances, that momentum is going to give some bullish momentum towards the market for potential continuation, because we're so overbought at this point. Everybody's wondering, how can the bulls continue? Well, oil would be a potential catalyst. If we do see this upside momentum, we will be looking for the potential possibility of oil to take the market with it with some strength. And I was watching the 5-minute time frame of SPY this morning, and there were 3 separate instances where I saw a bearish action out of nowhere on the 5-minute time frame for SPY. It wasn't significant, but it was notable enough for me to check what's going on, what sector is causing this, and I looked to oil, and the oil 5-minute time frame was seeing weakness every single time that it was occurring on SPY. So there's some definite correlation there. You see these big red 5-minute candlesticks. That is when the weakness was seen on the 5-minute SPY candlestick. So that correlation was definitely worth keeping an eye on. And I'm going to be watching that going here on forward. So USO, no surprise, higher open, closed down near the low of the day. Another black candlestick with these gap ups showing that profit taking. We still have resistances in the low 1160s, and we still have support in the low 1130s. Trading straight across. The Bollinger Bands are straight across. And it's just a lot of back and forth waiting for a clear break. Tight weekly chart, middle Bollinger Band still support, all about 1165 resistance and 1132 support. So we are going to see, in my opinion, a more clear break. Perhaps the inventory report on Wednesday will be a catalyst, but I do expect a more clear break here on the daily time frame from the range we have been trading in for 6+ weeks at this point. So we're going to be watching oil very close. No clear signal as to who's going to win this short-term battle, but I am still favoring the bulls overall on the daily time frame. And what would change that on the daily, let's check that daily real quick, would be a loss. First red flag would be a loss of 53.37, but the real big heads up that the bears are taking over would be a loss of 51.25. So still all kinds of wiggle room before that level is lost. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in tomorrow, and I'll see you then.